My nanny coached my son to lie to CPS in Spanish, not knowing I'm fluent. I was standing in the kitchen making coffee when I heard my nanny Claudia talking to my 4-year-old son Oliver in rapid Spanish through the baby monitor. The device was supposed to be for nap time, but I'd left it on by accident that morning. Her voice came through clear and urgent, speaking faster than I'd ever heard her talk before. She was teaching him a script, repeating phrases over and over until he could say them back perfectly. When the lady comes to talk to you, you say your papa never hits you. You say he's a good papa. You say mama is the one who gets angry. My hand froze on the coffee pot, and I felt ice water flood my veins as I processed what I was hearing. Claudia had been our nanny for 8 months, recommended by a friend from my yoga class who'd used her for years. She was in her mid-50s, warm and motherly, always arriving on time with homemade empanadas for Oliver. My wife Diana and I both worked demanding jobs, me as a software architect and her as a hospital administrator, so having reliable childcare felt like winning the lottery. Claudia spoke limited English, which had never been an issue because Oliver was learning Spanish anyway, and I'd grown up in a bilingual household in Southern California. My mother was from Guadalajara and had insisted all her children speak perfect Spanish, drilling us with vocabulary and grammar throughout our childhood. But I'd never mentioned this to Claudia because she seemed more comfortable speaking English around me, and I didn't want to make her self-conscious about her language skills. Now I stood frozen in my kitchen at 6:30 in the morning, listening to her coach my son on what to tell Child Protective Services, and my brain couldn't make sense of why CPS would be coming to talk to Oliver at all. Repite, mi amor, Claudia's voice continued through the monitor. Tu papa es bueno, tu mama se enoja mucho. Oliver's small voice repeated the words back to her, stumbling over the pronunciation, but getting the meaning across. Your papa is good. Your mama gets angry a lot. I set down my coffee cup carefully, so I wouldn't drop it, and pressed the volume button on the monitor to make sure I was hearing this correctly. Claudia was still talking, her voice patient but insistent, explaining to Oliver that a nice lady would come ask him questions, and he needed to remember exactly what to say. She told him it was like a game, like when they practiced his ABCs, except this was even more important because it would help keep him safe. My 4-year-old son was being coached to lie to government authorities, and the person doing it was someone we trusted completely with his care. I grabbed my phone and started recording the audio from the monitor, my hands shaking so badly I almost dropped the device. Claudia was moving on to different scenarios now, asking Oliver what he would say if the lady asked about bruises or asked if mommy ever scared him. Oliver kept giving the wrong answers, saying he didn't have bruises, and mommy only got mad when he didn't clean his toys, and Claudia would gently correct him each time. No, Michiello, you have to say mommy gets very angry and sometimes you're scared. Can you say that for me? Oliver repeated it back in his sweet, trusting voice, and I felt rage building in my chest that made it hard to breathe normally. This woman was teaching my baby to accuse his mother of abuse, programming him like a computer with false memories and scripted responses. I saved the recording and immediately started a new one, making sure I captured every word of this conversation before Claudia realized I could hear them.